Okay, now Ben just showed you the single leg RDL with the landmine, and now he's going to show you guys the reverse lunge.
I want to go over 3 ways to do landmine reverse lunges. I'm going to start with the easiest version first and progress to the hardest version at the end of the video. So where I usually start people is standing perpendicular to the landmine. You're going to stand so that the edge of the bar is right in line with the inside leg. Bend down, grab the bar with the thumb over the bar, not choking up like this, right here. Thumb over, come up, and then put that arm out to the side, create a tight fist to get everything tight in here and stable. Then you're going to keep that chest up nice and tall. Step back, big long lunge, and come forward. Back and forward. So here, the bar is coming back, but it's also arcing in a little bit to help get this muscle firing to keep everything stable. So for clients that get a little sloppy with lunges and wobble all over the place, it cleans it up almost immediately. So that's where I would start, is standing perpendicular. You want to make sure not to stand too much this way, because then when the bar arcs, it'll hit the knee. But you also don't want to be too far this way, because then it's harder to hold the weight at the top. So instead, right in line with that front leg, hand just goes where the back leg would be, fill that gap, and come forward. If you notice, with this version, I'm able to step back a lot farther than I could with a lunge using a dumbbell or a kettlebell. So for that reason, I use this a lot with people that are trying to target their glutes, and also people with knee pain, because you're able to keep more of a vertical shin. If you notice, I can keep a completely vertical tibia, whereas that's nearly impossible with dumbbells or kettlebells. So if you do have knee pain yourself, or you're a trainer and your client has knee pain, this is a really good variation to allow people to do lunges. It's also good if you're somebody that's trying to target the butt a little bit more than the quad. So the next way that we would do it is we would just go facing the landmine. So here, same thing applies as the perpendicular version. Bar right in line with your legs. I'm going to grab the end of the bar, hand out to the side, and just like that. Leg goes straight back. So if you think about what's happening here, the bar is arcing slightly back, so it's actually a much more hip-dominant lunge than you would get from a barbell or a kettlebell or dumbbells. In fact, I can actually go all the way back to a negative shin angle, whereas if you tried to do that with a kettlebell or a dumbbell, it would be damn near impossible to get back up. So the bar here functions both as a load and as a counterbalance, actually. So for people that just struggle there, this allows you to keep this vertical shin stressed more on the hips and glutes, and less strain on the knee for people with knee issues. Similar to that, but slightly more challenging, would be the front-loaded version. So here, getting in and out of position is actually probably the most tricky part of the exercise, so I'm very anal about it. You're going to pick the bar up, but the way to get the load up, especially when it's heavier, this weight's not heavy for me, so I would just pick it up with one hand. But if the weight were heavier, it would be too hard to do that. Also, I don't want to hurt my back, so the way I'm going to pick it up is to go like this, squat straight down, and then just kind of explosively pick the weight up and catch it on my chest. What people tend to do here when they hold the bar, several problems. People try to put their hands like this, and that causes the shoulders to torque and the hips, because everything's connected. So it's very important that your hands are stacked on top of each other. You can either interlock your fingers like this or overlap, but you definitely don't want to do this, because that causes everything to twist. So first thing is establishing that good position. Also, the bar wants to be right on your chest. You'll often get people that set up with the bar here. That's a ton of strain on the arms, and it also doesn't put you in a good position at the bottom of the lunge. So the best way to establish a good position at the bottom is to nail this, the top position properly. What that looks like is bar right on your chest. Here, you're going to lunge back, and and forward. This is slightly more knee dominant than holding the bar here. So it's a little bit more emphasis on the quad, but still works the glutes as well. So here, you're going to go like this. This is challenging even with lighter loads, and it's also a really good anterior core exercise. So those are the three ways. Perpendicular, facing like this, and front loaded. Give all three a try and see which one you like best.